ChatGPT is changing automatically for users aged 13 to 17. OpenAI says its new teen experience adds stronger safety rules, study tools, homework reminders, and parental controls by default. That affects families and schools immediately, but the important question is whether the protections work outside a company demonstration. Today also brings a factory system for fleets of coding agents, new evidence from Perplexity's enormous free trial in India, the shutdown of an AI automation startup whose team is moving into Google Chrome, and a reported revenue figure that shows just how quickly Anthropic is growing. The common thread is control. Who controls how young people use AI? Who controls a fleet of software agents? And what happens when AI becomes part of products that millions of people already use? First, ChatGPT for teens. OpenAI launched a separate experience for people it estimates are under 18 or who state that they are between 13 and 17. Those users are placed into the teen version automatically. The company says this is available now, although age prediction and account information determine who enters it. The learning side includes study mode, quizzes, visual explanations, and study hours. If the system thinks a student is trying to shortcut homework, it can show a reminder and redirect them towards step-by-step problem solving instead of simply giving an answer. The safety side adds stronger default restrictions around self-harm, violence, eating disorders, dangerous activities, and sexual content. OpenAI also says ChatGPT should avoid romantic language, emotional dependence, or claims that it has feelings when speaking with under 18 users. Linked parents can set quiet hours, manage selected settings, and receive limited notifications in higher-risk situations. What is confirmed is the product design and today's launch. What has not been independently verified is how difficult these controls are to bypass, or how reliably the system identifies a teenager. TechCrunch noted that those questions will need real-world testing. Why it matters? For families, this changes the default rather than asking parents to discover every setting themselves. For schools, the homework reminder is an attempt to turn a general chatbot into a tutor. But a safety feature is not proof of safety. Parents and teachers still need to treat ChatGPT as software that can make mistakes, not as a substitute for human support. Next, Warp wants companies to operate coding agents like a production line. Warp Factories is a new early access system for running fleets of software agents across a development process. In plain English, instead of asking one assistant to write a piece of code, a company can assign different agents to triage a request, create a specification, implement the change, review it, and verify the result. Warp says teams can choose different models, including Codex and Claude Code, connect work from tools such as Linear, Jira, Slack, and Teams, and keep humans at selected checkpoints. The company also provides usage tracking, evaluations, memory, and controls for token spending. This is not a general consumer product. Access currently requires a request, and pricing is not publicly listed on the early access page. Warp advertises up to $10,000 in usage for qualified customers. Its automation figures are company-reported and should not be treated as independent benchmarks. Why it matters? The practical shift is from one coding assistant to a managed group of agents that could help smaller engineering teams test agent workflows without building all the infrastructure themselves. It also creates a new management problem. Teams must decide which steps can run automatically and where a person must approve the work. Third, Perplexity's free year in India is reaching the moment when free can become paid. In July 2025, Airtel offered a 12-month Perplexity Pro subscription to its customers at no charge. The normal value was about $200, and the offer was available to a potential audience of 360 million customers. New redemptions ended in January, while the earliest subscriptions began expiring last month. Third-party estimates show the giveaway changed Perplexity's scale. Sensor Tower told TechCrunch that monthly active users in India peaked near 22 million and remained close to 14 million in July, far above the level before the promotion. App Figures separately estimated that Perplexity's monthly net mobile revenue in India reached $156,000 in July. There is an important limit. Neither dataset can prove how many former Airtel users deliberately chose to pay. The subscriptions could auto-renew unless canceled, and the estimates also include other customers. Perplexity did not comment to TechCrunch. Why it matters? For consumers, the lesson is simple. Check the renewal date before a free AI subscription expires. For the industry, India is testing whether giving premium AI away can create a lasting habit. The user growth is clear, but voluntary conversion is not yet proven. Now to Google Chrome. Relay, an AI workflow automation service launched in 2021, is shutting down. Its company announcement says free access ended on August 15th and paid customers retain access until September 14th. Founder Jacob Bank and some Relay staff are joining Google's Chrome team. Bank says Chrome is a natural place to work with AI agents and that the team has ambitious plans, but no specific Chrome product was announced. Existing Relay customers should export or move any workflows they still need before access ends. Why it matters? The immediate consequence is a migration deadline for Relay users. The wider signal is that Google is bringing people with automation experience into the browser used by most of the web. That does not confirm a new feature, but it suggests Chrome will become a more important surface for agents that act across websites. Finally, Anthropic's reported growth. Bloomberg reported that Anthropic's annualized revenue run rate passed $65 billion at the end of July, up from $47 billion in May. A run rate is not the same as completed annual revenue. It projects a recent period across a full year, and companies may calculate it differently. Anthropic did not confirm the number when TechCrunch asked for comment. TechCrunch also reported that investors expect continued growth, but forecasts are not facts and should not be presented as guaranteed results. Why it matters? Even with those cautions, the reported figure shows that businesses are paying heavily for AI models and coding tools. That helps explain why companies are racing to build agent platforms, distribution deals, and tighter product controls. The competition is no longer only about which model gives the best answer. It is about who owns the relationship with users and who can turn repeated use into revenue. Today's takeaway is that AI is becoming less optional and more structured. Teenagers get a controlled version by default. Developers get managed agent fleets. Free subscriptions become renewal decisions. Automation teams move into browsers. And model companies build businesses at extraordinary speed. The useful question is not simply whether AI is improving. It is whether the controls, prices, and safeguards improve at the same pace. Which story do you think will have the biggest impact? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for your daily AI update.